Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this video we are going to unbox and try out the Wireless Pro Controller with Turbo for the Nintendo Switch from KMD. Stay tuned! Hey everyone, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions. If this is your first time to the channel, I just want to take a second and say thanks for stopping by and checking out our video. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have here on the channel, including a ton of videos on the Nintendo Switch. And if you really like what you see, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell notification icon. That way each and every time we come out with new content, you're kept the most up to date. So I recently got sent this Wireless Pro Controller with Turbo from KMD. This is designed to be more of a budget-friendly accessory that'll work in this case with your Nintendo Switch. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the Wireless Pro Controller out of the box. We're gonna check and see how it comes out of the box. We're gonna see how it is to pair to both our Switch and Ginger's Switch Lite. It's not mine, it's hers. And we're gonna just see how it works. Let's get started. So here you can see the KMD Wireless Pro Controller with Turbo for the Nintendo Switch. It is Bluetooth, so it should work with other devices too. On the side here you can see, again, Bluetooth, Nintendo Switch compatibility, rumble, and gyroscope for full motion controls. That's awesome! Looking on the back here, go wireless and enhance your gaming using Bluetooth technology on the KMD Wireless Pro Controller for the Nintendo Switch. Perform all your skilled maneuvers with a connection that reaches up to 50 feet. That's really good. And gameplay that lasts over 20 hours. It's good battery life on a full charge. The ergonomic design supports any gamer looking to level up their gaming experiences with rumble feedback and gyroscope for full motion control to provide ultimate accuracy in your gameplay. Haven't heard anything about Amiibo support yet, so a lot of these third-party controllers, that's one of the things that they do not have is Amiibo support. Compatible with the Nintendo Switch, Bluetooth technology features rumble feedback and gyroscope for full motion support. Add turbo functionality to multiple buttons, triggers by the press of a button. Includes a USB-C charging cable, a 600 milliamp lithium-ion battery. That lithium-ion is nice because you don't need to worry about discharging or overcharging or anything along those lines. No memory feature issues with that battery. Lithium-ion, definitely the way to go. Nothing really of importance on the bottom. And on the back, just a shot of the controller itself. So the controller itself has your analog stick, obviously, where they should be. Triggers feel pretty good. Those are really nice. I like the fact too, they feel like they're a little, the ZL and ZR, they feel like they're a little wider than the original ones. Those actually feel like they travel a little bit more too. You know, the case here really reminds me of the original Pro Controller's case. Now on my Pro Controller, I actually have the Super NES style casing that I installed about a little bit over a year ago now. Couple things I am noticing here. The D-pad actually looks larger on that than on the original, which is good. Looks like the analog stick is maybe a little bit closer to the center line on this one compared to the original. ABXY look like they're spaced a little bit closer on this than on this one, and they look like they're a little bit smaller too. The plus and minus buttons actually look about the same size. The home and capture buttons are roughly the same size, but the home button here is a circle, and on here it is a square. And then I'm not sure, I think that's probably the turbo button there. Nothing on the back to speak of. I think Power A has on their controller where the turbo button is on the back, or that has buttons on there. But overall, the balance and everything feels really, really good. The sticks are clicky. No, I'm not feeling any rough edges or like burrs or anything, you know, as you would go around the analog stick, so that feels good. The D-pad doesn't feel mushy. I mean, there's not much that I use the D-pad for, even on like playing Super NES or NES games, I'm using the analog stick. That's nice. Overall footprint is about the same as the original Pro Controller 2. Now I did just set it aside, but it does come with a charging cable, looks to be about 3 feet, and we will check our instructions. So it does talk about here that you can sync it with an Android device or with Windows. So it is more than just a Switch controller. That's very, very good. I like that a lot. So to go ahead and pair with your controllers, we need to go through the synchronization steps. So with that, ensure the controller has been fully charged, turn the Switch console on, select controllers from the menu, select change order grip, simultaneously press and hold the Y button and the home button for 3 seconds. The LED indicators will blink as the controller searches for the Switch console. Once a proper connection has been established between the controller and the console, a single LED indicator will remain on. After the controller is connected, the controller icon will appear on the Switch display. Press the A button to confirm and B button to return to the main page. If no connection is established within 2 minutes, the controller will enter sleep mode automatically. Okay, and then looking here, it does confirm that that center button is our turbo button, as you can see here. RL, ZR, ZL, left, right, and I mean, everything's as it should be right there. So let's see how much of a pain or how easy this is to pair. So I have my Switch right here. So I'm gonna go home. Controllers. I'm actually gonna turn my light off here. That should make it a little bit easier. Change grip order. So then on the controller itself, I need to hit the home and the Y button for 3 seconds. You can see it's searching now. Oh, and there it connected. Yeah, we are connected. So let's test it out, shall we? All right, so one of the things I want to do, first of all, let's go down to settings, and we are gonna go to Amiibo. Register owner and a nickname. We're just gonna see, does it? I got nothing for Amiibo support, so one thing to keep in mind, if Amiibo support is important to you, this will not work for you. All right, I rarely use my Amiibo, so it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. We're gonna go to the home screen. One of the things I wanna do, I'm gonna go into the, let's see, I want to go to game selection here. I was playing a little bit of Super Mario Brothers. I wanna play some Star Fox because this turbo button has me really intrigued. Really comfortable too. I do like the way it feels a little bit thinner than what my, my Pro Controller does. Blaster break, Nova Bomb, okay. So turbo, hold that down, and B. Oh yeah! I'll actually force myself to use the D-pad too instead of the analog stick. Oh, that turbo's awesome! Oh, I am digging this. Twin blasters. Okay, that is so cool. This would totally be cheating on a game like track and field. All right, switching to the analog stick now. I have not really played with the D-pad on the Switch online service games like at all. Everything I've done has been pretty much using the analog stick, even on older NES and Super NES games. Okay, Star Fox rocks. So we're gonna go home. Now to turn off the turbo, hold down turbo and B again. Tap it, that's what it is. So, okay, so we're gonna go now to the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition. Again, just see how it plays with fighting game. Yeah, balance is really good. I like the way that the curve on the back of the controller is. Feels super comfortable. I didn't get Dulcim, it's Zangief. Oof. I was trying to do the dragon uppercut and couldn't do it there. I'll try it one more time. He's just blocking everything I'm throwing at him. Oh, but the pile driver. Still did not pull off the dragon uppercut. We'll try one more time and see if we can get... actually, I'll use Ken and see if I can pull off of him. So I was able to pull off the dragon uppercut, not upper. Okay, clearly not my expertise. Let's go to Revenge of the Bird King. I only paid 9 cents for this version. So far, so good. I mean, for just a standard action platformer. I mean, and I don't think this is that great of a game. It's okay. The music definitely gets repetitive. But for 9 cents, you know what? It's a button masher. Okay. One last one I want to try. Castlevania Collection. Yeah, I mean, just initial feelings and whatnot as we're waiting for everything. The M2 logo is on screen right now and everything. I like the form factor. It's not the exact shape as the Pro Controller, and I'm okay with that. It does feel a little bit thinner in the body, this part here, but it's really comfortable. I'm liking this. You know, it wasn't until just within the last year or two that I realized that this was basically a remake of the first game. I love the mechanics too of the whip, the fact that you can do, you know, that kind of thing. And with an analog stick, oh dude, that makes it so good. Does it feel different than my Pro Controller? Yes, but not in such a way that feels bad. But definitely does feel different in the hands. You know, I have felt the rumble work and everything, so that's not an issue at all. Yeah, button presses are registering exactly as they should be. I did play around a little bit with this as well in handheld mode. No issues there either. I'm digging this. I just want to keep playing now is the problem, but we can't. Let's wrap things up. So in the end, what are my thoughts on the KMD Wireless Pro Controller for the Switch? I didn't try it out on any other Bluetooth devices because, quite frankly, I play my Switch, I play my game consoles. I don't really use Bluetooth or emulation machines really for the most part. A couple things that I noticed, first of all, like I mentioned in the gameplay footage, the fact that the body of the controller is actually thinner than the Pro Controllers actually, in some ways, makes this a little bit more comfortable. I also did not realize initially either that the charge port is USB-C. Normally in a budget controller, you're going to get USB or mini USB or USB micro USB, that's what I was looking for, not USB-C. So they didn't cheap out there where a lot of budget controllers would. Responsiveness was great. The vibration was actually really powerful. It doesn't have Amiibo support. It doesn't faze me. I'm okay with that. Rumble was great. The turbo on Star Fox, awesome. One of the problems I have with Street Fighter is a lot of times when I go through to try to pull off moves, I'm flying through the controls. I gotta slow myself down sometimes, especially in some of the older versions. If I go too fast, it doesn't read the controller input. For a budget price controller, the build quality feels good. The battery life has been really good. The range has been really awesome. Overall, something you may want to consider. Would this replace my Pro Controller? No, but it's not designed to. Not that level of quality, and I don't think that the folks at KMD would deny that. But it's one of those things where if someone comes over, grabs my Pro Controller, and I have to play with this, I'm not going to be that upset about it. This is pretty good. But these are just my opinions. Let me know what you think. And this is something too that you're gonna find more in your brick and mortar type stores. So I would go to my local store, Live Action Games. They would have these available in stock. You may not find them as much at like your Amazon or the online retailers or whatnot. This is kind of geared more to help support the brick and mortar, the mom and pop type shops. Like I mentioned, like Live Action Games I have here locally. If you do have any other comments or questions on this, as always, feel free to leave a comment down below in the comments section, or you can also email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios, Facebook at Facebook.com/RockSolidProductions, and on Instagram at Instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, if you want to pick one of these up, you can go ahead and, like I say, anywhere that carries Retrobit products should be able to get this in for you. Just go talk to your local store and dealer. Now, if you do want to get early access to our future videos and help support the channel, you can do so by heading on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid. For as little as $1 a month, $12 a year, you can get early access to all of our video content, exclusive content, and a whole lot more. Plus, if you head on over to our Teespring store on screen right now too, you can also pick up some Rock Solid Productions swag featuring the NES, Super NES, and N64 style cartridge artwork, and everything that we raise through Patreon, through Super Chat, and through Teespring gets put right back into the channel. So we can do things like, you know, earlier this year we bought our camera. We're looking at upgrading our lights, getting some more lights in here, maybe getting a different TV in here, a couple other things that we're looking just to try to make sure that we can produce the content you want and you want to see in a way that looks and sounds good. One of the next things, I actually want to get a better lav mic or get a shotgun mic that works well on our camera too. Anyways, future plans here for the channel. Now, if you do want to see those future videos that we have too, like I mentioned at the intro, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. That way each and every time we do upload new content, you're kept the most informed and up to date. KMD, thank you guys for sending me this to check out. This is really good. This is one of those where I may take this one and have it down in my living room or in my bedroom, so that way if I need a controller, I can leave my Pro Controller up here where I play most of the time, but if I still want a good controller in those other rooms, I can go ahead and grab this and pick it up. I do like it better than like the Power A controllers that I've reviewed in the past. This is, yeah, they have done a really good job. Anyways, my name is Gary. This has been Rock Solid Productions and our look at the Wireless Pro Bluetooth controller from KMD. I thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon.